Hello, my lovely duckies. This is your host, Caster, and welcome to the Boneyard. And we have yet another Game Gear video. Man, we're throwing a lot of these out, aren't we? Well, I thought I would share my own personal, humble Game Gear collection with you, just to show you what I have and brag. So, this right here is not my personal Game Gear that I play with, but this is the one that I have on display on my shelf. So I display this one, but what I have it displayed in front of, let me bring it over here, is my box that I actually have. Not in the greatest condition because it has like this tape over it, and there's some tore parts here, but all in all, I think it's in pretty good condition. But yeah, tape back here, but I try not to take this off. This is how it came. I bought this off of eBay, and I believe I bought it for around $50, maybe 40 something. I don't know, around that much. But yeah, I got this, and this was the unit that came in it, and and oddly enough, this works perfectly. It has not been recapped. That is to say that its capacitors have not been on recap. So yes, this is all stock, and it works perfectly. The screen looks really good actually, and yeah, and I've opened it up and looked at it, and it's a twin ASIC motherboard, and it also has absolutely clean. That's what's amazing about it. Is all the contacts. There's no corrosion on the inside. It's actually pristine on the inside. But I usually have this, in a setting in front of it, on display, instead of just keeping it inside the box. So we have that. That's the big thing. Now I will bring out my my personal Game Gear that I use. Now this one is the blue one, and as you know, notice something completely different about it. You're like, whoa, what's up with the buttons? Well, I recently bought off of retromodding.com. They actually have replacement buttons. And this is actually, if you want to like replace the buttons on yours, not necessarily because they're old, but hey, you just want red buttons or blue buttons. They have all kinds of colors. If you want them, go to retromodding.com and they have them on there. They feel actually pretty, I would say they feel pretty good to the originals. I mean, they're obviously molded after the originals. They're not 3D printed or anything. They're injection molded, and you'll get the start button 1 and 2 in the D-pad, and you'll also get a power button. This one doesn't really, it's not really noticeable because this one's almost the same color as the original. And then you get this extension port cover here, and it's good if you don't have an extension port cover, so you get an extra one. And I gotta say, I'm not really sure if, let me see if this one doesn't have one, but this thing is really flush. I mean, it is like the flushest I've ever seen extension boards. So, I mean, it's like almost exactly level. That's crazy. But I picked this one up from a retro shop. Guy sold it to me for $60, not working. But, I was like, I'll take it. I got it working. It works perfectly. Actually, it was very pristine on the inside. I'm actually very grateful to get this one because it has hardly any scuffs on it at all. It's really good condition. I mean, it really good condition. And then like the battery compartment here is just it's pristine, and it's pristine on the inside. Someone really took care of this, and I'm that makes me so happy. Oh man, because believe me, I've seen a lot that are terrible. Some on the inside looks like they've been, sitting at the bottom of the ocean forever, But yeah, this is the personal one I got. And the reason I got red buttons was because I'm going to replace this screen here with a white one. There was like a sports edition Game Gear that had a white screen instead of a black screen, and I'm going to get a white one, and then it's going to be like Sonic the Hedgehog themed, the blue, red, white, and blue of Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, it's going to be pretty good. And it's really like, you don't really have to mod to do that. You just really, you need a screwdriver and then a game bit to get the security screw up. And then you can replace these buttons. All you got to do is just drop them in. and then replacing the screen is not really hard. So you don't really need any modding skills to do something that's simple, you know. And it's like, oh, look at me, I got a Sonic the Hedgehog Game Gear. So, oh yeah. So we're gonna move on. Now I thought I would go ahead and move on to my actual carts that I have. And no, this isn't a advertisement for Loot Crate, but I keep them in an old Loot Crate box because I figured, hell, it's good, it does the job. But I have one more lying around. But yeah, I have all kinds of games here, and the thing about collecting Game Gear games, especially loose carts, are not really that bad. I mean, I think this was $15, but most of these, either they've came with Game Gears that I've tried to fix. And, you know, somebody's just like, hey, I'm getting rid of my Game Gear collection. You know, I only had like 3 games for it, and I'm getting rid of the actual system. So, you know, hey, I'm just throwing this in there. So that's where I've gotten a lot of these at, and I've picked them up from game shops, and they're selling them for like $5-6. And I think the most I've ever spent on a game cartridge was like maybe $20, and that was for one I'll get here in a minute. But so yeah, I got Shinobi, X-Men, Echo the Dolphin, Sonic Chaos. Now, a lot of these games I don't really play all that much, but there's some I play more than others. Like, I don't really play Echo the Dolphin. I'm not a big fan of it. If you like it, that's fine. I'm not shitting on it, but I just like it because I try to get games I don't have, so I have like the entire library. But there are games that I actually prefer to play, and Shinobi's really good. X-Men's okay. Echo the Dolphin, I don't really play it. Sonic Chaos is a pretty good, solid Sonic game. Lion King. Let's see what else we got in here. Ducky. Donald Duck. Donald Duck, the Lucky Dime Caper, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Lucky Dime Caper. That's actually a pretty good one. Disney and Sega, I mean, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, they made such great games, not just for the Game Gear, but on the Sega Genesis too. I mean, you know, it's awesome. So we got Donald Duck Lucky Dime Caper is actually really pretty good one. I think I spent like $15 on this one, and it's worth it. It's pretty good. GP Rider motorcycle game. Mortal Kombat 2. You know what? The Mortal Kombat games on the Game Gear are actually they're actually pretty good. I gotta say they're really close to their Sega Genesis counterpart. Yeah, really really fun. There's no sound or anything. It's just there's no sound effects like screaming and stuff, but there's like punches and kicks and music, but there's no like get over here, things like that, nothing like that. But let's see what else we got in here. And as you can see, I need to get cases for some of these other ones. Dynamite Heady. Let's see here. Disney's Aladdin. Genesis version's a lot better, but this is not too bad. But I prefer the Genesis version. I'm gonna play Aladdin. Let's see here. What else we got here? We got World Series Baseball. That came with the Sports Edition, I do believe. So and let's see here. Super Monaco GP, good racing game. Axe Battler, Legend of the Golden Axe. Not actually like a Golden Axe game. It's more like Dragon Warrior, if anything. And I got this one. Actually, I believe this actually came with a system that I was going to repair. So I think a guy threw it in. It was part of his collection. So hey, and this is actually worth a little bit of money. I think this is like $20-$30 just for the loose cart, and complete in box is like really expensive. So yeah, so this was a really good find. And another really good find I got was when a guy sold his collection, and I got this. Streets of Rage 2, awesome. This is actually one of my favorite Game Gear games. It's really close to the Genesis, and it's done by the same guy who does the I think it's Yuko Yushiro. I messed that up, but yeah, he did the music for the Game Gear version, and it's really good. Of course, you don't get any like voice effects, but the sounds and stuff are really the same, and it's really really fun. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's get all the rest of these ones out of here. I'm trying to speed this video up. But we got Ren and Stimpy, Crest for the Shaven Yak. For all you youngins out there, you may not know who Ren and Stimpy is, but yeah, this is actually a decently fun platformer. But that's showing its times right there. That's totally 90s right there. Oh, I was a big fan of that. Too bad the creator is a dick. Yeah, the creator of Ren and Stimpy. Apparently he's a chauvinistic monster. The sidetrack there. Look it up. Oh, and then I'm gonna save the best for last here. We got Star Trek Next Generation. I think this is the holodeck. Yeah, the advanced holodeck tutorial. I love Star Trek actually. I'm a big Trekkie, but I really couldn't get into this game. And I think there's like what's this? Oh, that's where the price tag was on. I need to clean it off with some alcohol, but yeah, it's yeah, not my cup of tea. If you like it, that's great, Ducky. And let's see what else I got. Oh, and so this is really good going. And this I think I spent like $20 on this one. Vampire Master of Darkness. If you like Castlevania, and I don't mean the franchise, I mean if you like, the original Castlevania on the NES, then this is right up your alley because I'd say that's the closest thing I can compare it to. It's very linear, just like the first Castlevania on the NES, but yeah, I would say if you like Castlevania, get this because this is a blatant ripoff of Castlevania. It plays exactly the same, going upstairs diagonally, downstairs diagonally. All the enemies come at you the same way. There's sub weapons, and you use the sub weapon the same way. You press up and then a button. And you get like better and better upgraded weapons. Like I think there's a sword, and then you can like increase the length of it and stuff. Yeah, it's Castlevania. It's an unofficial Castlevania game. But it's real fun. I mean, if you're gonna rip off a game, rip off a good game, right? So I mean, yeah, if you like Castlevania, you'll love this. This is actually a really, really good game, and I believe this is on the Master System too. So if you want to, and that's the thing about the Game Gear, a lot of them, they took a lot of Master System games because that's really what the Game Gear is a portable Master System, Sega Master System. So what they did was they just basically just straight ported the games onto it. Okay, so let's get to these. Let's get to these loose cards here, and then we'll get to the last little bit, and we'll be done with this video. Oh, I hit the camera. All right, so I got Sonic Spinball. In my opinion, this is actually very terrible. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the Sega Genesis version either. I mean, it's okay, I have it. It's something for the kiddies to play. I do like pinball games, and I do like pinball, actual pinball. But Sonic Spinball, I can't get into it, and this is actually a inferior version of the Genesis. But if you like it, Ducky, go ahead and play it high. I don't care. Play where the hell you want. Whatever makes you happy. Let's see what else we got here. We got, this is a very good one. Legend of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Very good game. If you like any of the Castle Illusion, World of Illusion, that kind of style of gameplay, this is actually very, very good. This is actually a very good game. I got to the final boss, and then I had to go. I had to do something, so I had to I had to stop. But yeah, so I want to try to beat this again. I got pretty close to beating this. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I got this out of a lot, eBay lot. I think it's like somewhat like a fighting game. You pick your ranger and you fight against monsters, but it works the same way as a 2D fighter. I don't know. I can't really get into it. I mean, if you like it, Ducky, let's go ahead. But I just got it because it came with it. Tom and Jerry, the movie, also showing its age here. Yeah, I think this movie came out in the early '90s, and this is actually not a bad. This is actually not a bad game. I would say it's a great game, but it's not a bad game. You're trying to basically, the goal of it is you're trying to chase. You play as Tom, and you're trying to chase Jerry throughout the stage, and you win each stage by actually catching Jerry. But you have to watch out because there's all kinds of cartoony kind of things like anvils and things like that coming at you, and those basically slow you down. And so you're trying to get to the end of the. You're trying to stop Jerry before he gets to the end of the level, and you get there's all kind of obstacles. And it's not bad, but if it's based on the movie, I can't tell because I don't think I ever saw the Tom and Jerry movie, but I do remember like ads for it on TV. Oh, I'm showing my age, Dougie. Oh, but anyways, okay. So then we have the majors, pro baseball. Baseball game. I'm not really into sports games, but hey, if you like it, go ahead. And then finally, Echo the Dolphin 2, the Japanese version. I got this out of a game shop for, well, $5. And I bought it because, well, hell, the Game Gear is region free. That's something to consider when you get the Game Gear, is you can play any Game Gear game, no matter where it's from. So I can actually play this, and play in quotations because it is in Japanese, and this is a very text heavy game, and I can't really make heads or tails because I don't speak Japanese, but I do believe this is Tides of Time. For those who like who know like the Genesis versions, I think that's what this is right here. I think that's what maybe that says at the top there, but Tides of Time. But yeah. So I mean, hell, if you can read Japanese or if you just know how to play it, you go right ahead. So yeah, so that's my loose carts. Go ahead and put these back in the Loot Crate box, and I like to get an actual like plastic shoebox and put them in. This is just something I just had last minute and threw it in, but this is usually where I keep them. I figured, hell, I might as well use these boxes. I got a couple of them lying around. All right, and then let's see here. We got the Game Genie. Oh, for those who do not know what a Game Genie is, a Game Genie was made by Codemasters, and I think it was owned by Galoob. Yep, right there. Yep, Galoob. And basically, this is a cheat device. Yep. You had there was a flap here. I looked it up because this is how it came. I got this also in a lot of of games and stuff. And there was like a little flap here with a little booklet that had all the cheat codes that you would push in. So what you would do is you take this big monstrosity right here and you would slide it on the back there, and then you would put your game in. Let me just grab one of these games over here. Guess I need them. There, Tom and Jerry's the first one I grabbed. All right. So then what you do is you slide it in there, and then you would turn the system on. And let's see here. Actually, I think I might be able to do that right now. Let me see. I was playing the Sega Genesis, so I had my cable for the cable I use for Game Gear. I share it between my Sega Genesis. So here we go. So we'll just pop it in and see what we got here. So, oh, it was already on. So as you can see, it's kind of like a little hard to. It's meant to be played with batteries, but as you can see, it's kind of like hard to wiggle it in there. But anyways, so this would come on. It would come on like normal, but then you would press this button.
Game Genie.
Game Genie. And so then it brings up the Game Genie menu. And then you would put in the codes, and the codes would give you cheats. And that's it. And then you would start the game, and you would have like infinite lives, things like that. Those kind of like infinite lives, skip levels, that kind of stuff like that. I think for Sonic, an interesting one for Sonic 2, they have like every ring is worth 3 rings, so you're just going through the level, just getting all kinds of extra lives, and then you can actually this button on the back here, you press that button, and it turns the cheat codes on and off while you're playing the game. So say there's a hard part that you can never beat, so you get like invincibility. And then you can, and you can feel on the back here where it is. You can like hit invincibility, beat the boss, and then you're like, well, I don't want to cheat the rest of the way. I just wanted to beat that one boss. And then you push the button on the back again, and then the codes will turn off, and then you could just keep going, and then you can turn it back on whenever you want to. So I mean, it was neat. And then there's like a clear piece of plastic up here, and I think the reason why is because it also came with a book of stickers. And you may know some Game Gear games, you may have seen this and not understood why. but there'll be like a sticker on the back, and it has like says like infinite lives, and it has like a Game Genie code on there. And I think what you do is you would put that on the back of here, and then you could like just see what the code was and read it. Which I don't know why you need this. It's not like it magnifies or anything. I don't understand. I don't understand what that is there. But yeah, you would I guess that's why it's clear there. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't really use it because I mean, I don't know. I just like playing my games. I really don't cheat. I do mess with it from time to time just to have fun, but like I really don't care to cheat. I may just rather play the game. But sometimes it is fun. Basically, this is what we had before we were able to put mods on games. This is pretty much what this was. So, so if a game didn't have codes already built in, like the famous Konami code, then this is what you could do. You could use this, and they made Game Genie stuff. And, if you don't know about Game Genie, they made Game Genies for everything. They made a Game Genie for the NES. They made a Game Genie for the Sega Genesis. They one for the Game Gear, one for the Game Boy. They made them for everything. And I do believe some game companies actually did not like them because these were not officially licensed by game companies. So a lot of game companies did not like that because they just didn't like people hacking their games. But I think legally there's nothing they could do about it. But I think Nintendo was kind of pissed about it. But hell, wait, what are you gonna do, Nintendo? And then last but not least, certainly not least. All right, let's get into some stuff here. So now I'm going to show you my boxed collection. Actually, complete in box games I have. First off, let's go with a very bad X-Men 2. That's actually where that cartridge from the Lucy's are at. But yeah, I bought this for like I think $15, and I think it was $15 because it's kind of tore up. But I thought, hell, I'll take it. It's got the manual and everything on it, and it's really good artwork. That's really good artwork. That's really cool. But yeah, it's not in the greatest condition, but I thought, hell, $15, I'll take it. I got that. And then I got Deep Duck Trouble. And as we can tell, it's a Majesco version. This is a Majesco resale. This is actually one of my favorite games for the Game Gear. This is actually really, really fun. Yeah, it's like it plays similar to Castle of Illusion. So if you like Castle of Illusion, World of Illusion, all those Illusion games, this plays exactly like that, and it's really fun. Yeah, and it's kind of like a DuckTales, an official DuckTales game, because you're saving Uncle Scrooge, and you got the Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite games for the Game Gear, and I forgot how much I paid for this. It must have been like $20. It wasn't that much. And then let's get on to my foreign games. So I bought a couple foreign games. So this is Devilish. It plays similar to I have no idea what that is, but I don't want to take it off. This is the European version, as you can tell, because it has like all this through here. But you can see from the screenshots, it's kind of like if you all remember that Atari game called Breakout, where you have that little bar on the bottom and you're trying to like angle the balls on the screen to knock stuff. Yeah, it plays like that. So it's like a puzzler. Even though the cover art would not would leave you to believe otherwise. Like you're like, oh my god, this must be like hardcore or something like Doom on the Game Gear. What the hell? But no, it's like a little puzzler. I mean, it's good, but like 1991, 1992, made in Japan. Yep. So this is I bought this I think for $30, maybe 25. Can't remember. It was a little bit a while ago, but I got it because it was in really good condition. I mean, it's in really great condition, as you can see. And it's got the manual and everything. It's complete. It looks really, really good. So let's put that there. And then my other ones is, I got these got this one a couple months ago. And I got Shining Force Gaiden 2. And Or is it just Shining Force Gaiden? I think it's just no. It's two. Yeah, it's Shining Force Gaiden two. Um, I got this because it was $25. That's the only reason I got it. I was like, it's complete in box, and it's actually pretty cheap, and it's actually sold by someone in America, so it was actually really close. Actually, it was like really close to where I am, so the shipping was like really fast. But I got it just for a collectible. I cannot play this because it's an RPG, and as you can see, it's in completely in Japanese. So I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But what's awesome is it has a memory backup. Yes, this actually has a battery in it. One of the few games that can actually save. So hey, it's awesome. So hopefully I'll pick up. Maybe I can find the actual Shining Force. Actually, no, I can't. I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the English version, North American version of Shining Force. Like if you get it, I think in the cart it's not that expensive. But if you try to get it in box, it's ridiculous, Ducky. It's like hundreds of dollars. It's just like, yeah, you're not getting it unless you're like freaking rich. So, but I got this because I thought it was nice and it looks good on my shelf. Even though I can't play it, but whatever. So, anyways, and then I got this one in today. So this one's a brand new one, and the subreddit. We'll actually see this one I posted on the subreddit earlier. But we have GG Shinobi. Oh yeah, this is really good. It's got the manual and everything in it, and oddly enough, it plays exactly like the North American version. I mean, it even has English in it, which is weird. So you could actually play this, and I knew because like I knew it's not really a big text heavy game. It's mostly just, it's an action platformer, so I mean you really don't need to read a whole lot. So yeah, I could play this, and like I said before, the Game Gear is region free, so you could pick this up and play it, and that's a good option too because sometimes Japanese games are like really cheap, especially like complete in box, and and you can still play them. So hey, it's another option for you to have. This just looks so cool, and I love the. I mean, I got this mostly because of the artwork. I mean, look how badass that looks, Ducky. Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. Yuzo Koshiro. Yes, that's the guy who does the music. He's the one who does the music for Streets of Rage. So he did the music for this too. That man is a musical genius when it comes to gaming. And then my last two Game Gear games are actually my sealed boxes. So I saved the best for last. Now this one here is the sealed Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now the thing about this is I've seen these on eBay everywhere. So I don't really think a sealed Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is that special. But I thought, you know what? It's sealed. So, I mean, it's going to be worth something sometime. So I got it because it's sealed. And I have, like, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is, like, everywhere. Everyone's got this game. It's probably why it's, not that rare. But, but yeah, I got it because it looks really good on the shelf and it's nice and sealed. And it's always nice to have sealed games. If you're not going to play them, you for a collector's piece. But yeah, this is so awesome. And then the other sealed game I have, this is the only other one I got. And this one's actually really good condition. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Completely sealed in box. It is brand new. Oh yeah, Ducky, this is awesome. And I managed to snag this oddly enough for like $45. I made an offer to the guy and he sold it. And I was just like, wow, really? You're going to sell this to me for like next to nothing? I don't even know how much this would be worth. I'm actually thinking about sending this off to the people who actually grade games and see what they actually say. So, I'll keep you updated on that one when we get it because I think this is actually really nice. I have not seen this sealed before. There was one guy who had one on eBay. He said it was sealed, but it had like holes in the cellophane, so it's not sealed. But it still had most of the cellophane on it. There was like maybe a couple, I think there was a slit on the back, so it was opened. And he was wanting like $999 for it, and I was like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, if you that's wants $1,000 for one that's like in a very poor condition. Well, when it's in a perfect condition, you know. So I don't know. So I'm gonna try to send this off and get it back in like one of those nice like plastic tubs they have them in, or not tubs, but one of those like plastic little containers they have them in with a grate on it. And yeah, we'll see where that goes to. And then that's pretty much my entire Game Gear collection. Duckies, I just wanted to share that with you. You know, and I'm always collecting stuff too. I have a Sega Wide Gear, which is that thing that goes on here that's like a magnifying glass. I actually have one of those. I don't know where it's at. Oddly enough, it's somewhere around here. I don't know, but yeah, I have to go and find it. I have no idea where it's at. I've looked everywhere for it. It might be in like underneath some boxes or something. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you, and I do have one bonus item. One bonus item I want to share. It's not Game Gear, but I thought, you know, you can't really make a whole video out of it, so I'll just, you know, throw it out in here. And it's this right here. I got this off eBay for like $4 or $5, and it's really cute. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog game cartridge, and it's been 3D printed, as you can see. It has the Sega logo and the scrolls. I think that's really cool. And the labels are actually really good quality labels. They look really good. And they have different games for sale. And I got the not for resale version because I mean that's the game you want to have, right? Sonic the Hedgehog. What else would you have? But what's cool about this is what the seller actually made them for. Is this right here? The Sega Genesis Mini. Yeah, they actually fit in it. That's what they're actually made for. Yeah, so you can get Castlevania Bloodlines, you can get Super Hang On, you can get whatever. I mean, they have all kinds of games on there. And yeah, that fits right in there. I mean, it's going to sit on your shelf, and it just looks really cool. You know, it looks a lot better than just having the Sega Genesis Mini or the Mega Drive, as some of our non-American friends will say. But yeah, it just looks really cool. I really like that. That's really awesome. It just gives it a lot more personality. And it's like I have this on the shelf, so you can't really see all the lines from the 3D print there. So you know it looks pretty good at a distance. You know it looks real cute. And I do play my Sega Genesis Mini from time to time, but I mostly, if I'm going to play Sega Genesis, I just play on my actual machine with actual games I have, and that will be another video for another time. Is my Sega Genesis collection. But anyways, Duckies, yeah, I thought I would, you know, pull this off of the shelves and kind of share this with you, you know, have something fun, you know. So like and subscribe like always, and leave a comment down below and tell me what like your favorite Game Gear game is, or what is the crown jewel of your Sega Genesis collection, you know. And I'll catch you later. So stay safe and be good to each other, Duckies.